Hi, and welcome to the channel. This is a podcast where I share my insights. And today, I'm calling this meditation Admiring the Prisoner. I want to know if you can hear what I hear. That from below the surface, there's a cry for freedom. And if you're like me, you won't admire the prisoner. You will only hope that they will see that imprisonment is not a virtue. Stick around. Embedded in our language is the truth. And the truth cries from a very deep place. And you have to slow down enough to hear it. Because it's subversive. And it's hidden in plain sight. I'm going to give you examples of 4 different individuals in my life who confessed to their own insanity. The first person is a new acquaintance who wanted to get in touch with me to speak about something I used to be involved with. And in his text, he said, I'm going to try to call you this afternoon, but I've been inundated. To be inundated is to be overwhelmed and flooded. Another person corresponded with me in an email and apologized for not getting back to me because he had been swamped. To be swamped is to be flooded with water. Bogged down in a mire. And another friend, in a handwritten letter, in the opening paragraph, used 2 words to describe her life. Wild was the first one. Wild means uninhabited and unhospitable. And finally, a former intimate connection, who I was keeping regular contact with, extended his apologies for also being in prison. Something called so busy. And busy means to have a great deal of things and people to deal with. So these descriptions of life, inundated, swamped, whirlwind, wild, and busy, permeate the vocabulary. They permeate our culture. And nobody wants to admit that it's their own doing, you see. Their own choice to be involved in these things that seem to put them in this mire. And mire means just completely overcome by what they have chosen. And the worst are the people who think they are victims of their circumstances and that their choices have not led them there, either voluntarily or implicitly. And we're supposed to admire them. And this is the mark of our crazy society. That the badge of honor is to be mired, inundated, swamped, overwhelmed, in the weeds, busy. I hear that as a cry for help. I hear that as a misguided perception of what life is. I see that as self-imprisonment to create an identity that says virtue. Since when is inundated, swamped, overwhelmed, and busy virtue? If I were to say to your average person that I am free, I am not inundated, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm not busy, I'm playful, joyful, loving, peaceful, and nothing's in my way. To conventional thinking, that's crazy. But to entrap yourself in too many choices and to lose yourself in your own doing is admirable. It's supposed to admire you for being in a prison that you created. This is what's called lost in creation. Sure, the choices you make to do something or be involved in something start off so innocently, don't they? And then they turn into an albatross. They turn into an enemy. It's just like a relationship. It starts off so lovey-dovey and free, and sure, yeah, I'm free to go out, blah, 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 and all of a sudden you hate the very thing you wanted. You lost touch with yourself. That's why. You forgot you made those choices. You forgot you took those actions, and you forgot that you even wanted to do it in the first place. And I'm supposed to admire you for now being inundated. Think about how crazy it would be to admit you have free time. To me, that's virtuous. Availability. Enjoyment. That's freedom. Because I realize that's truth. I'm not lost in my own creations. I'm creative. I do things, but I do not allow them to have a power over me. It's like the mom and pop restaurant starts off with such innocence. They just love to cook. Mom and pop just love to cook. Then they go corporate, and the heart is taken out of it. The mission is gone. The personality is gone. And this albatross, corporate, sterile thing takes over their life, and they're chasing money, prestige, fame, answering emails they don't have time to answer. The thing takes on a life of its own, and it consumes them. Why? They got lost in their own creation. And you, my friend, are here to figure out how to liberate yourself from your own prison. Wondering, could it be possible that life is as simple as enjoyment? that I've simply lost myself in my own doing. Well, that's exactly what the universe has done in something called the ego. It has lost itself in its own brilliant creation. It has imprisoned itself, forgetting that at the heart of its mission was simple love, simplicity, enjoyment. Could it be that it's crazy to be inundated, overwhelmed, swamped, and busy when you don't have to be? When that's not real truth? I will never admire a person who is trapped by their own doing. I will only hope that they see that if they could make the prison for themselves, that they can inherently be free and not lose touch with this truth that cries from beneath the language that lies. My name is Ryan Hebert, and I hope you enjoyed these insights. Please check out my blog, mymorningmotivator.com.